Alex from the K-Side Press. I'm here with Aoriqileng, who is coming off a first round TKO at UFC Vegas 53. Aoriqileng, how are you?
How are you?
Awesome. All right. So it's been 5 days since your fight. How are you feeling?
所以啊，现在离你上一场那个胜利现在过去5天了，你现在感觉怎么样？
感觉还好吧，就是比赛嘛，输赢，然后是这几天调整一下，然后准备迎接下一个对手。
Yeah, I feel okay. Cause win and lose, that's just a fight. So, I just adjust myself. I celebrate a little bit, and then adjust myself back to the training mode, and I've start training and prepare my next fight.
How did you celebrate?
那你有怎么庆祝一下吗？小小的庆祝一下比赛胜利。
庆祝就是去那个洛杉矶玩了一圈，然后吃一下我们家乡的蒙古餐。
I drove to Los Angeles and find a authentic Mongolian restaurant there and enjoy the meal from my home country.
Awesome. So it's been 5 days. How did you feel about your performance?
所以，那么现在再来回顾一下当时那场比赛，你觉得你自己表现怎么样？
我表现的想象中比想象中还好点吧。然后是上次接完比赛开始一直在备战，然后上2场比赛的实力对我来说，有经验吧，所以说这场比赛我打出了我自己的风格。
I think my performance was even better than I expected. So since I accept that fight, I just prepare and train very hard. And I lost my previous 2 fights before that fight. I think that 2 losses let me gain a lot of experience. So I think my performance is pretty good.
What was the game plan going into the fight?
所以呢，这场比赛赛前，你有一些什么样的就是做比赛计划，就是作战的计划、战术？
战术就是这次 KO 的那个几个动作吧，然后也有很多战术，主要是没打满3局嘛，然后是可以说是热身的一个动作吧。
So the body shot was exactly one of my game plans. So my coach teams created a lot of game plans to me, and that was one of them. And because we didn't fight for 3 rounds, so I was unable to showcase all my game plans, all my combinations. But that was definitely one of those.
How was the weight cut, and was it a much better fight week because you weren't cutting as much weight?
所以呢，这回减重怎么样？那么升到61之后，整个备赛包括格斗周期间，这个减重的压力是不是小了很多，身体也舒服了很多？
对，比之前125磅比起特别舒服嘛。然后之前是打61，反正是各方面对我来说特别棒。
Yeah, the weight cutting process was much better than when I fought in 125 pounds. So, cause before I entered UFC, I fought in 135 division all the time. So I just felt familiar with the weight cutting in this division, and so I feel great, very familiar with those weight cutting process.
Does he regret not coming into the UFC fighting at Bantamweight?
所以你有没有稍微有一点后悔，就是刚进 UFC 时候没有选择就还是继续打61，而是降到了57？
可以说是特别后悔吧，因为这个很多人想进 UFC， 然后我也比他们选中，签的 UFC， 对我来说是 特别的一个动力吧。然后我也是之前特别想打这个 UFC，这么大的赛事，所以就是前两场是对我来说是很糟糕、很无辜的两场比赛吧。
Yeah, if I retrospect back now, I regret a lot. I didn't choose fight in 135 division when I entered UFC because I know all the MMA fighters have a dream to fight in UFC, and I was very fortunate to get a chance to get into UFC. So, but I lost my first two fights, so that makes me feel horrible. Yeah.
Gotcha. So are you planning to stay at bantamweight from now on?
所以呢，接下来的计划就是你会持续就一直待在就是61这个级别吗？
对对，我是想一直待在135磅吧。然后，对。
Yes, that's the plan. Yeah, I just want to stay in the bantamweight division.
How much weight was he cutting to get down to 125?
所以如果你要打61的话，你减重需要减多少呢？就是你日常体重是多少，需要减多少体重？
也不多，也就10公斤，10多，11、12左右。
Yeah, not too much. I only need cut like 10 kilograms. So, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about your training and fight ready with Coach Eddie Cha. How was that experience?
所以呢，他接下来就想问问你，这个在 Fight Ready 训练的这个感受怎么样？包括这回你的教练艾迪查，跟他们一起练，这感觉都如何？
特别好。然后我也是通过朋友来到这个 Fight Ready，然后他们这个训练对我的帮助很大。然后他们这边也有 UFC 的选手，跟他们每天训练、打实战，分享我们的训练，一起分享，然后是特别棒。
Yeah, the experience of training at Fight Ready is great. It's perfect. Cause my friends introduced me to this gym, to this team, and since I train here, we have a lot of other UFC fighters also training at here. So every day, every training sessions, we drill together, sparring together, share the knowledge, the technique with each other. So all of those things helps me a lot to help me to make a huge improvement.
然后教练们也对我特别好，包括这些运动员对我特别好，很照顾。
Yeah, and all the coaches here and all the athletes here, they treat me very nice, take care of me. So they are all very nice to me.
Did you get a chance to train with Henry Cejudo?
所以你有在 Fight Ready 练的时候有跟赛胡多一起练吗？有这个机会？
也练，对，也练一起练。
Yeah, sometimes he comes to the gym and we just train together.
So is the plan to stay at Fight Ready? Is he going to do his future fight camps at Fight Ready?
所以呢，接下来就是你还会在 Fight Ready 训练吗？就是如果你的下一场比赛也会同样在这儿备战吗？
是的，是的，然后对他们的，因为他们这儿特别适合我吧。
Yeah, I think I will just stay here, keep training at Fight Ready, have my fight camp for my next fight if the fight is booked. And yeah, I think the whole atmosphere and the style fit me very well.
Are you going to go back to Mongolia at all in the future, in the coming months, or are you just staying in Arizona for the time being?
China.
China.
他问你接下来有计划会回国吗？
我想回，但是也不想回，然后是还没确定，然后看情况吧。
Yes and no. He said, at some point I want to go back home, but at some point I don't. So let's see what's going on for the next couple months.
因为来回时间浪费时间，所以我考虑一下。
Yeah, because if I go back and forth between the US and China, it's gonna waste a lot of time. So I should think about this, consider about this seriously.
You fought twice in the Apex. You fought once in front of a crowd. Do you want to fight in front of a crowd again?
所以啊，现在咱已经在 UFC 打了3场比赛了，2场是在这个 Apex，没有什么观众，然后1场是在那个体育馆里有很多的观众。所以你下一场比赛你是想在带观众的环境里打，还是不带观众？
我下一场我特别想打那个数字赛嘛，有观众的是特别棒，感觉不一样。
Yeah, I do hope UFC can put me in a pay-per-view card with the audience, because I like the atmosphere. It's a completely different experience than fighting the Apex. I love that.
Well, what's next? When would you like to fight again?
那所以下一步的计划是什么？你想什么时候再比赛呢？
我有可能7月或者8月，左右吧。
Yeah, maybe July or August. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It should be the time I fight again.
Do you have anybody that you would like to fight next?
所以你有什么想打的对手吗？现在脑子里或者心里有没有说想打谁？特别的想打谁？
没有，我刚升到这个级别，然后 UFC 给我安排什么对手我就打谁，然后我也不挑对手，碰见谁。
No, cause I just moved up to bantamweight. I'm a newcomer to the bantamweight, so yeah, just whoever UFC give me, I can accept. And I never pick and choose opponents. Just whoever. Just give me a name, and I will accept the fight.
I know that Cody Durden has fought at bantamweight before. Is that a rematch that you would like to fight down the line?
他就说啊，你上一场那个对手就 Cody Durden，他之前不是也打过61吗？你有没有兴趣还想再跟他打一场？
我特别想，然后我刚看见他的那个比赛定了，然后跟他对手打完吧。
Yeah, I want a rematch and revenge. So, but I just saw the news. He just booked a new fight. So let's see. Maybe after his next fight, and let's see what's going on.
I have another question about the last fight. Was there a lot of stress going into that fight because you were possibly fighting for your job?
You mean this fight, right? This
Yeah,
fight, the bantamweight.
yeah.
所以他就还问你，就是咱们这回打的这场比赛，说这场比赛打之前，你有没有压力？因为之前已经输了2场了，然后很有可能这场再输就离开 UFC，所以打这场比赛之前，你有没有一些额外的压力？
也没有什么压力吧，比赛嘛就输赢，然后我也在这儿备战了这个差不多3-4个月了，然后这时间倒差呀各方面都已经习惯了这边的环境，所以我对自己的实力特别有信心。
No extra stress on that, because win and lose is part of this game. And since I've trained in the US, training at Federati, I trained very hard and did all the job on my part. So I've already stayed in the US for a very long time. I'm familiar with everything, training, living. So that make me have the confidence on myself and make me believe I can win that fight.
If a spot opens up on the Singapore card for UFC 275, would you be willing to jump on that card?
所以啊，那他又问6月份这个新加坡站有一场，那你有没有兴趣或者想不想去打新加坡站的比赛呢？
也想过，然后怎么说呢，就是还有点想。
Yeah, I think about that, but not pretty sure I really want to UFC put me in that card. So it's kind of dilemma. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then finally, I wanted your opinion on the Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling card because it's now it's your new division. Who did you have winning that fight?
所以啊，他现在要问你，就是等于现在你是61了嘛，然后这个级别，那么之前几周前这个彼得岩跟那斯特林那场比赛就是决这个61的冠军，然后判罚很有争议。那你看了那场比赛吗？你觉得谁赢了？
我觉得是皮特赢吧，因为他3、4、5这个都赢，1、3、5是这个局都赢了。
Yeah, I thought Peter Yan won that fight because in my opinion, Peter Yan won the first, third, and the fifth rounds.
Gotcha. And then who do you think Aljamain Sterling should fight next? Like there's Jose Aldo, TJ Dillashaw. Is there somebody else or is there somebody else?
所以那你觉得啊，就是你自己觉得这个斯特林下一场应该让他打谁？比如何塞奥尔多或者 TJ 迪拉肖，或者还是谁？你当下配对
我觉得是 TJ 吧。
I think TJ.
Gotcha.
因为我特别喜欢 TJ.
Because I'm a fan of TJ Dillashaw, so I want to see Sterling fight TJ.
Awesome. Aoriqileng, thank you so much for your time.